Today on our Big Game Spotlight, we are delighted to talk with the Super Bowl MVP of Super Bowl 21. He's a current broadcast analyst, Mr. Phil Simms. Hello and welcome. And let me just get right into it. All right, the Giants beat the Broncos 39-20. What were some of your most memorable moments during that Super Bowl?
Oh, wow, Eugene. Well, first off, good to be on with you and talk to you again. Haven't seen you and talked to you in a while, but memories, well, you know, the memories are good because we won the game. And it's hard to have good memories if you ever lose the Super Bowl or any game for that matter. But, you know, I think just the preparation, the excitement of playing, and I always think of this, the opening drive of the game, because just seeing the nerves of my teammates in the huddle, we were fortunate enough to drive down the field and score on our opening drive. And I remember getting in the huddle one time and just going, oh, my gosh. Everybody was hyperventilating and, you know, the excitement, the nervousness of it or whatever. And but everybody settled down and we, you know, looking back, Eugene, well, that game made my afterlife or even my career. It just kind of validated a few things for me, but it's also changed my life going forward, too.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the position that you play. And I want you to preview that position because I really believe this is a quarterback-driven league. So let's take a look at Kansas City and Philadelphia, the quarterbacks, the differences, the styles, and what makes them so good.
Well, I mean, really, when you talk about Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts, it's not the same. It's entirely different. Patrick Mahomes, probably the most talented quarterback in the NFL, so it's hard to compare, except maybe for a few in the league that can do what he does. But Jalen Hurts, I love their system. It's a really well-designed offense for him, and he's done a terrific job of running it all year long. Now, I don't think, after watching the 3 games since he's been back from injury, that he's the same as he was before. But with this little 2-week breakdown, he's had some action. I think he can get back and we can see who he was and really an MVP candidate before he got hurt. And Patrick Mahomes, hey, I think this past weekend when we were out there, I stood next to him or right around him and watched him throw. And Eugene, all I can say is I've seen them all throw. And I was sitting there in amazement. And, of course, I get older, I'm amazed by everything what these guys do. But his throwing and what he can do physically is like we know. It's one of the best in the league, probably the best, and he can do everything. He can throw with power, accuracy, touch, you name it, he can do it. So it's always been fun to watch him.
Does Coach Andy Reid have a tactical advantage or maybe an advantage because he's been to so many different Super Bowls and Coach Sirianni has not? Is there an advantage at all?
You know, I don't think so. I really don't. I think a lot of it just comes with who you are, what you're coaching, and the guys you got. In other words, Nick Sirianni, I don't think he's looking at this game going, oh, my gosh, their talent is so overwhelming over ours, because that's not true. The Philadelphia Eagles, the easiest way to talk about it is they're loaded, and they're a really good football team. But as you know, you played in the league a long time. They got big dudes who are athletic. And, you know, really that's the challenge of the Kansas City Chiefs, the Philadelphia offensive line and their defensive line. And, you know, both are really good. Bill Parcells always had a saying, or, you know, kind of make fun of things. He goes, listen to me, Simms. Just remember this about teams. Fast guys in the NFL, they get slower. Big guys never get smaller. So big teams that have some talent or whatever, to me, you always got to look out for those kind of teams.
So, okay, are you leaning either or Philadelphia or Kansas City? What do you think?
Well, you know, right now, I've watched a little film already this week, even though we don't have a show I do Inside the NFL. Probably starting tomorrow, I'm going to watch a lot. But I would think right now, if I just had to make something right now, I give Philadelphia a little bit of an edge right now. So, you know, just because of the two fronts. And also, when you got a great, or not, it's borderline great. It's one of the best in the NFL. When you got an offensive line like theirs, what do? They got tremendous speed at wide receiver. Do we work hard to stop the running game, which is one of the best in the NFL? If we do that, can we play one-on-one against A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins? I think that's a tough task too. So that'll be one of the intriguing things for me to watch during the game. And I want to see Kansas City's receivers all be healthy, because I just want to see two healthy football teams going into the game and let the best team win.
Well, thank you very much for being with us today. Thank you for your insight. We wish you the best. And also, congratulations. You've been an incredible broadcast analyst. Been watching you for a long time. You do a wonderful job.
All right, Eugene. Well, thank you. Always good talking to you. Please keep in touch, man. You're the man.
All right. Take care, buddy.